The 12U Manchac Braves are on fire, sitting as the #1 seed in the end-of-season tournament with a dominant 10-0-1 record. This undefeated squad has already picked up a win in the double elimination bracket and is charging full speed ahead. Led by Coach Luis, who's built a reputation for his aggressive base running, the Braves have been putting pressure on defenses all year long. With an all-star studded roster and momentum on their side, the big question now is, can they keep the streak alive and punch their ticket to the championship? There are a few tough teams still in the mix, but if you're placing bets, it's hard not to like the Braves as the favorites to take home the crown. Hey baseball fans, Christopher on the channel, and we've got a good one in store tonight out here at the Manchac 12U field. The Braves, the home team, the 1 seed in red with Martinez, the ace on the mound. And they're taking on the Dodgers tonight, the 5 seed in the season-ending tournament. And the Dodgers beat the Mets, the 4 seed, their last game to sneak into this one. Dodgers beat the Knights, I believe the 8 seed. And here we are. If this was a single elimination tournament, this would be the semifinal game. But it's a double elimination, so should any one of these two teams drop, they get another shot. This one hit to Elliott at shortstop, makes the throw off the mark. In fact, it's gonna send the runner over to 2. That's Theo on first. Elliott is throwing it, and he's gonna hold it. And so they're gonna be able to get over to 3. Dante with a good grab. In fact, he saves the run from going home. So 1 pitch and stand up on 3 is the case. It was actually really close to being hit enough to where Derek could just grab it and make the routine play over at 1, but just off the mark enough. And this one high for ball 1. Definitely the start the Dodgers were looking for, as they've got a guy sneaky over on 3. A 1-0 start for Bennett. The right-hander in the box. Derek comes down with this one and gets him to swing. Even at 1, Derek always likes to work from the stretch, and so he'll continue to do that. This one's inside. Back and forth we go, so 2 balls, 1 strike now. Beckham, your second baseman, and Grayson behind the plate, and catches a low ball 3. Asher at right field, Tino at center, and Jax at third, or excuse me, in the left field, behind third. And a 3-1 count from the stretch coming here. The 2-hole. Takes a swing and a big hit over Jax's head. He cranks it. And 2 bounces and it hits the fence. Scores the first run. Throw to the cutoff. Elliott gonna turn and fire to 3. Dante there stops it. And it's a RBI stand-up double for the 2-hole. A massive 3-1 shot on no outs to left field. Number 12, the 3 spot. Takes a swing, maybe a little late, and no steal from second. So the start that Derek was looking for happens now on the 3-hole. The 1 strike. Fouled, and he's got 2. First 0-2 of the day. Elliott over there to hold the base runner on 2. This one down the pipe, hit. Beckham will snag it between the legs. They've got the out at 1, and now he fires home. Grayson able to try to pickle him up. No, he's just going to hold him, and he throws it late. No, it is a pickle, and they're going to try to pinch him down. And Elliott may just be able to chase him down and throw, and he misses him. And they get home. Elliott could have thrown it a little quicker. He thought he had the foot speed to get him. The Dodgers get out of the pickle, and it's a 2-run ball game on 1 out now. So 1 out gone as Isaiah, the 4-hole. Last time these two played each other, he was the starting pitcher. Isaiah Padron, a all-star player on the A-team last year. And this one just south of the zone. A 2-0 count for the 4-hole. And this one just upstairs. So small misses, a more anxious batter would be taking a cut at a couple of these, likely. But as it is, it's a 30 situation. Derek from the stretch, outside and low, and Isaiah on base. In the 5 spot, with the ski mask on. And a high pitch. Grayson won't throw it. 1-0. You can't blame Derek for throwing some balls. The Dodgers have been putting bats on the strikes, but they won't there. G throws it down, and it bounces out of the glove of Dante. So runner takes 3, but they do get a strike on the card. 1-1 count from the stretch. and got him to cut again. A 1-2 count. And Derek doesn't even glance at the third base runner. He's working home all the way. This one hit foul, but he got a piece of it all the way to the batting cages. And we ride with 2 strikes again. So time called as a ball on the field. And might be a good opportunity to bring up that if Derek were to throw an off-speed pitch here, then Mike could get a strikeout too. Obviously connected clean that last time, but way early. Grayson tallied with a clean job behind the plate. This one high for the second ball. A 5-run rule inning here in the 12U level, as is the case with the other levels as well. And this one close. He squatted down, but was still upstairs, the count full. The 3-2 on 1 out. From the stretch, and it's inside, and 2's on base. Runners on the corners. Braves looking for outs. The 6-hole, the right-hander, number 9, Cruz, with a chance for an RBI here. Wind blowing from behind the plate, back to the defense's face. He's got a strike looking there, and then a run, and that ball erred. Derek missed him, and it's going to score the run. In fact, it may score a second. Winner sending him home. The throw, not in time. Stand up, the 4th run across the plate, and errors will kill you at any level of baseball. The 0-1, and it's high and inside. 1-1 count. See this arm sleeve of Derek blowing in the wind a bit. Breezy out here, this one downstairs for the second ball. And we'll take a pause as Coach Coleman out to talk to the pitcher. Grayson will give his 2 cents. Back from the pause, a 2-1 situation. Braves just have 1 out. Dodgers have 4 runs, so will the Braves get 2 outs before the Dodgers get? Time will tell, and leans in the Dodgers' favor on that pitch. 3-1 the case. Nobody on. Derek comes home and finds the strike zone that time. A 3-2. Down the pipe, got him looking in the second out on the card. Number 6, Wyatt, the right-hander in the 7 spot. And Derek will work from the stretch, as is his custom. And this one upstairs and inside. The 1-0. Hit foul down the line. And got a piece of the middle of the baseball on that one. And the stretch inside. A 2-1 count. Sun behind the clouds, so no sun in the defense's eyes. This one upstairs. And another 3-1 situation. Derek will find his foot on the rubber. A look down at Grayson, comes set, and deliver the goods. And here it comes, it's in the dirt. And another walk here in the top of 1. The 8-hole batter, Riker, I think is where we're at in the lineup. And he's got a man on 1. Runner goes, and Derek finds the outside zone, not in, so ball 1. Dodgers got their guy in scoring position at the top of the diamond. Here comes Derek on the stretch, inside. The 2-0. And Elliott finds his spot between the bases at shortstop. Derek will glance his way, but come home with it. And this one outside as well. 3-0, the inning-ending run on 2. He'll go to 3. And this one hit right back to Elliott. A clean grab. Throw over to 1. And too tall for Theo, and the inning is over. 5-0. And we'll go to the bottom of 1. We'll see on that side. So we find ourselves in the bottom of 1, and the second game in a row, I believe, the Braves have found themselves in a 5-0 deficit by the time they first get up to bat. And of course, they've survived it all so far with a 10-0-1 record. Dodgers would love to end that here. Here comes Grayson, the first man up, number 3, and he will watch the outside pitch. Number 3 on the mound for the Dodgers, a long frame, and putting some pace on the ball, but hadn't found the strike zone just yet. A 2-0 start. The 20 from the stretch in the dirt. The kind of count a hitter wants if they want to practice patience. 3-0. This one hit foul. And Grayson saw enough of it that he liked it, thought he'd take it for a ride, and probably a good idea to swing at it or he would have watched one. The 3-1 from the stretch as the wind picks up right to left. And this one outside as well. The leadoff on base with the walk. No weather yet. There is some weather in the area just north of us. In fact, a tornado warning broadcasted earlier, a couple counties north of us. So no immediate threat here to closing things down, but could be the case for the rest of the night as the possibility high. Would be pickoff over at 1. Pitcher will work home on this one just south of the zone. Grayson gonna go to 3, and he will stand up and thought about turning the corner. He'll hold at 3, takes 2 bases. Coach Winters speaking to his Dodger defense, making sure they stay calm. And Elliott takes a swing at what would have been a strike looking, so good idea, just couldn't find that one. The 0-1. And got him in the calf, I think. Here comes Grayson on the pass ball. And the first run on the books. We'll see if Blue said it tagged him or not. He said it did. And he said, Blue says no, it didn't get him. And so he'll hold back on base. 1-1 for the 2-hole. And this one swung at for strike 2. The next pitch. In the zone, hit. Shortstop will have a chance at it. Clean field. The throw in time and got him. How about the grab from Isaiah down in the dirt for the first out? The 3-hole, Derek, the pitcher, up for his first time today, and he will let the high pitch climb through, unswung. The 1-0 from the windup. And hit right up the alley. That ball didn't spin a revolution before it got to second base. And a good throw in from the center fielder. Derek put some stank on that one, and he has an RBI, or a single rather. In the 4 spot, number 6, Caleb. And he will take the ball. And this ball, just off the mark, should see these guys sliding into second with the ball being that close, but perhaps they know better than I. The 1-0 on 1 out. Inside. And Derek takes 3 on the pass ball. A couple balls on the count. And Derek now lurking from the third base spot. And this ball passed, and Derek did not get the jump he wanted, and so he'll hold. A 3-0 count for Caleb. Hadn't swung yet, hadn't needed to. And a long look on the mound from the pitcher. From the stretch he works. Tosses one outside, and ball 4, Caleb's on base. Dante, who's got a big stick with a chance to RBI a run here, steps into the box. He's a right-hander. He's batting in the 5 spot. And the first pitch of his at-bat served through the zone. Dropped for a minute. Gets Caleb to 2, but Derek holds. An 0-1 count after Dante taking the first strike. Loads up with concentration and lets this one stay outside. Derek will help himself, and it's a 5-2 ball game. Caleb over to 3. A chat on the mound from Coach Winters with his pitcher and catcher. Back from it now. And 3 going to try to climb back into this one, and Dante watches one there. 3-1, I believe. And this one hit foul. The pace in the zone may have surprised 11 a hair, and he was a bit late on the ball, but found enough of it. And this one swung at strike 3, and he's out. And there's 2 gone with just 2 runs for the Braves. Theo up with a 3-run deficit on 2 outs. The left-hander. And he will take strike 1 watching. The 1-strike stretch on its way. Hit, foul, out of play. And the Dodgers 1 strike away from taking a 3-run lead into the 2nd inning. Here comes the stretch. And hit, far in the gap. Drop and bounce around to 2. It scores Caleb. He's got the 3rd run. And Theo still trying to make his way to third base. and he will. It's every bit a stand-up triple for number 9 and just in the nick of time. Number 12, Jack's the right-hander playing left field, the next guy up, and he lets this one stay low in the zone for ball 1. The 1-0 stretch. This time climbs high enough in elevation to be in the zone. We're even at 1. From the stretch, the Dodgers work. This one low again, and the pass ball will get Theo home, and the Braves rather within a run of the tie. So Jack's waiting for the pitch he wants, and took a try at that one inside, but a strike swinging. Smooth even at 2 on 2 outs. The stretch delivered, and behind him, and a full count. Delivered. And it's away, and he's on base with the walk. And Beckham, the next man. Oh, full count now, excuse me. Pretty sure I saw 2 and 2 the pitch before last, then the ball, so I thought that was the walk, but another one there. And pitcher a bit frustrated with himself, understandably. The tying run on first as Beckham ball climbs into the box for the first time today. The pitch. Inside, and Beckham watches it, trying to throw over to 2, and Jack's there standing up. We'll have sliding practice next week. The 1-0, and now a runner in scoring position. Beckham will check swing and take it, and it's a 1-1. And this one nearly clipped him and got out of the way just in time. Jack's rounds to third. 2-1 with Jack's on third. And the pass ball, and Jack's going to try to end the inning here, and he will. Safe. We're smooth even at 5. We'll head to the top of 2. Elliott at center. Beckham moves over to shortstop, and Levi slides into the second spot. The right-hander up for the Dodgers. Martinez on the mound. This one hit too hard for him. Beckham catch it in the air, throw it over to 1 in the out recorded. And 1 gone after 1 pitch. Next man up, wearing Patrick on the back of his helmet, so we'll imagine that's Patrick, and it's a high ball 1 to start for him. A 1-0 start for Martinez. And so looking at that strike is Patrick to even things up at 1-1. Here comes the next one and hits him in the back of the back, draws some ooze from the stands, and he'll take a second to gather himself. The hit by pitch will put him on base, and the first base runner of the second inning. So Patrick shakes it off and is on first base as the next batter lets this ball be a ball on the dirt floor, but Jeeb catches off the bounce and keeps the runner on 1. Good catcher play, especially at this level, can be the difference in a winning team. The 1-0, and this time got it in the zone. 1-1 count. And runner will steal this one on the inside edge of the zone for strike 2. A 1-2 count with the Dodgers man on 2. And this one thrown high, and the base runner gonna hold it too. Not sure if he was told to or just didn't have the guts. A 2-2 count. And the delivery. And on the inside, it was close. So full is the count, I think. And batter awaits. And this one, not quite there. And the tag made before he got him. Didn't slide into the base. And the strikeout as well, a double play. And no runs given up here in the top of 2. Bottom of 2 and a chance to flip the script for the Braves here. Beckham getting to resume his at-bat. And awaits his first pitch. And inside, which is where his last at-bat, last inning started. And this one hit foul. He got a piece of it, so smooth even at 1. 1-1, and the pitcher will work from the windup and deliver low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, and a step off. Back for the 2-1, this time from the stretch. And the delivery low and inside for ball 3. And hit! to short, and a good stop, but the runner is going to be there. Beckham's safe on one and slips down, and so he'll now go to one. Had a chance to turn and go and lost footing. Have to check the heel of the cleat on that one. Next man up is Tino, number 4, and Beckham will go to 3. The throw misses him, and Beckham is going to get to home. And an error in the outfield. Beckham standing up has the go-ahead run. The Braves lead for the first time today. The 1-0 on the outside edge for strike 1. 1-1 and down the pipe. So 1-2 and a step off and a step out. Catcher works on his gear a bit. The 1-2 on its way. Hit foul, and Tino now pulling the trigger has found what it feels like. 1-2 again from the stretch, outside. Even at 2. Hit right to pitcher, and a clean catch and an easy throw for the out, but gotta like what you're seeing from Tino, pulling the trigger on the bat and putting something on it. The first out recorded. Levi up with 1 out in a 6-5 ball game. Number 8, the right-hander, and waits for the pitcher to climb onto the base. Could step out if he wants to. So back from the catcher's pause, and Levi sends one foul. And this one inside for the pass ball. Levi wearing the trusty towel, hanging out his back pocket, and watches strike come in there. The stretch. Down the pipe, and another strike watches, and he strikes out. Not what Levi had in mind. At least want to go down swinging, so they'll talk to him about what it means to protect with 2. Next guy up is Asher, and you gotta love it when he comes up because he's done nothing but hit the baseball at his at-bats. Here comes the first one, and it's low for ball 1. Patience from 10, the 1-0. And this delivery better in the zone, and he watches it for strike 1. 1-1 stretch. And swung at and might have found the top of the baseball, driving it down foul behind him. 1-2, and watched it for strike 3. And that will settle things with a 1 run given up. We're headed to the top of 3. So top of 3, what started out as an offensive battle has now turned into a defensive showcase. The Dodgers just have 1 run to make up in this inning to get back to even, and first batter of the inning lets ball 1 come through. Martinez continues to zip them from the mound for the Braves. The 1-0 from the stretch, and finds his arm. Didn't feel good, but he is on base and took 1 for his team. A pitching change for the Braves. They go to the bullpen and find Theo there. He normally closes a little later in the game. And this one hit high, and it's going to drop fair. Beckham trying to make a play, and he does! Oh my word! How about the second baseman going and making a play over his head? We'll put that one on ESPN. Next batter cranks one again, and it's moving fast. Beckham trying to find it again, can't. Oh, and I guess the runner wasn't out. Oh, there was already a runner on. Excuse me, I was thinking that was the top of the inning with the pitching change. And so we've got guys on 1 and 2, and a good shot there from the next man up. Last time 12 was up, he went to second base, and this time, Levi got it! And the tag up! And he didn't throw it. Not sure if he thought Derek wasn't ready, but had he zipped that one to second, they could have had the double. Isaiah, dangerous at the plate, watches strike 1, and a throw too high. And so Jack's gonna try to get it, he fumbles it. Now he's gotta fire. And he fires to Dante. Dante's gotta turn and fire. Oh, and he held it too long. And they get 2 runs out of the deal and take the lead. The Braves were the recipients earlier in the ballgame of some pass ball throwaways on a throw down to third. And they give it right back to the Dodgers. A 7-6 ball game, and Isaiah watches a strike there. From the stretch, Theo works, and this one hit. Dante, clean glove. The throw, got him in time, and the inning's over. The Braves give up 2, and we'll head to the bottom of 3 to see if they can respond. Bottom of 3, chasing up, and a 1-0 1-run deficit for the Braves. Kaysen watches the high pitch for ball 1, and the wind picking up, and the temperature getting a little cooler. Granted, it is nightfall, but it's telling of maybe that storm trying to come in, and another ball, this time on the other side. Perhaps I should say the other end. This time, though, he found the difference and has his first strike. 2-1 count, and hit foul as Kaysen finding the ball. 2-2 count for Kaysen. And here comes the stretch. And inside, a full count for number 5. Here it comes. And it's outside. He's on with a walk. Top of the order for the Braves. Back up. Man on 1, Grayson, the right-hander, with the most colorful arms in the league. Watches ball 1. 1-0 stretch. Low and away, and Kaysen will help himself to the second base. Catching change from earlier innings in this game is Padron behind the plate for the Dodgers. And this one hit foul down the third base line. So 1 strike now on the count. Kaysen biding his time at 2, and they're going to look at a pickoff, but won't pull the trigger. Dodgers come set. And this one down the zone, and the second strike now on Grayson's card. He'll have to protect. And the pitch, hit in the gap, gets through the infield, and Kaysen ought to be able to get around and tie this ball game at 7. He will. Grayson will stick to 1, and here in the bottom of 3, it's a 7-7 ball game. So the RBI single from the leadoff for the Braves brings Elliott, the 2-hole, back up for the second time today, and he crouches and backs away from the high inside. 1-0, and this one away. Throw down to 2, not in time. Bounces, and Grayson's going to take the base, and they will not throw it, so they're just going to go to home. And that's what happens when you don't throw the ball. Grayson has the go-ahead run in this back-and-forth ball game, 8-7 Braves. One of the earliest lessons they coach in T-ball, but one of the hardest lessons it seems like to be grasped is when you're in the outfield to get that ball in a hurry. Here comes the next, and a check swing pulled back, and it's a ball. Breaking the action always makes me forget the count. There's 2 balls in a row. From the stretch, delivered, and in the top of the zone for a strike looking. Well, I thought he called strike, but it was 4 balls on the count, perhaps even before the pitch. And so Elliott on with a walk. Coach Winters out of the dugout to get a bit of an explanation. Can't blame him for that. And this one high and wild, and Elliott to 2 and turns to look to see if he has an extra base in him. He doesn't. So at the top of the diamond's where he'll rest. A 1-0 for Derek. And it seems like he may have walked his last at bat. Haven't been a lot of strikeouts today. There's been a couple. And this one ricochets off of Isaiah's mask after hitting the bat of Derek foul. Elliott creeping on 2, and then no pickoff. Down low, and Elliott over to 3, the throw off the glove, and Elliott's gonna go. And another pass ball at third base, strikes again. Those pass balls at third have been deadly for both teams today. This time the victim, the Dodgers. A 9-7 situation. And Derek finds the ball, hit to center, and center field went for it but couldn't find it. And Derek's gonna get into 2, and he's on his way to 3 with the missed ball and the cutoff. And he'll turn and hold. He wanted the whole thing, but he'll take a triple out of it. We'll actually call it an error. And the Braves offense coming alive here in the bottom of 3. Number 6, Caleb, up. And ball 4, and Derek's going to come through on a pass ball again. That's how he scored earlier in the game. It's 10-7. So the 1-0 from the stretch. Thrown but swung at. 1-1. And in the zone for strike 2. And a foul ball to stay alive. That ball was about to be pitched with Caleb leaning on his bat. If he's in the box, it's live. Here comes the next. Swung at, dropped, and he's got to run, and he didn't go, and he forgot about the drop third strike rule, and so the first out recorded. Third baseman, number 11, Dante, watches ball 1 outside. Dante representing the inning-ending run, should he get around. A 20 count from the stretch. outside. 3-0 and hit. A 3-0 hit. And shortstop error. And didn't field it clean. And perhaps Dante dodged a bullet swinging it a 3-0, but he'll take the single. Theo, the left-hander, takes the first swing, strike one, Dante into two, and a pretty looking slide, and I like to see that. The 0-1, worked on home, outside, and Dante with the aggressive base running. Over there, and he'll get through, and another pass ball to third base, and that's the inning. 11-7, we'll see ya in the fourth. A 4-run deficit for the Dodgers, number 2. Seen him at center field some this game, up as Theo pitches to him, and this one drops in the zone. He thought it was going to be high, I think, and it just didn't have the pace he expected, and it fell in the strike zone for the 0-1 start. From the stretch, Theo. And this one hit foul, nearly clipped the lights, and it's going to be in between the 10U and the 8U field. A couple of early strikes in the at-bat here in the top of 4. And this one swung out for strike 3. Theo got him, and 1 recorded. So Theo working from the stretch. Number 9, and a ball thrown. Theo comes back down to earth a bit after that hot start here in the top of 4. Number 9, the right-hander. Sets, and a strike in the bottom right corner. The 1-1. In the zone looking. We haven't had a lot of drop third situations. Caleb fell victim to one of them. And this one won't be either. 2 Ks in a row. Number 6, next guy up with 2 outs. Theo delivers in the zone, hit, and a good shot to right field. It'll drop. And he's gonna go to 2. The throw to Beckham. Beckham will turn and fire. And we'll try to stop the bleeding. Dante there with a good glove between the legs. And a double recorded for the Dodgers. Riker back up for the Dodgers. On 2 outs with a runner on 2. He loads and gets ready. And this one high and inside for the first ball. The 1-0 for Riker. And the runner creeping from third. Dodgers have a little work to get back into it. And this one hit high and foul, out of play, and nearly clipped by passer, but had a hat on, and he's okay. Most of the fouls right there in that same spot. This one hit and foul as it got his body, bounced into the ground, and then found his arm. So Braves just need 1 strike to get out of the top of 4. And from the stretch, Theo will work and deliver. Hit right back to him. And Derek will be able to try to make a play over at 1. The throw on the mark, and Levi's got it with a fist pump. And the out recorded. And there's still some time left. And so the Braves will go ahead and bat again. And they'll see if they can increase that 4-run lead. We'll see at the bottom. A late start for me. Theo, the lead off of the bottom of the 4th, 9. And hits one to first base, unlucky spot, and they're able to field it and step on 1 for the first out. Coach Luis back in the game. First base coach was the kid pitch for his daughter's game earlier, a syncopated time, but he's here now, happy to find his club up, and Jax watches the ball come through here. So a 1-0 start for 12. New pitcher, by the way, for the Dodgers, and this one in the zone, watched for strike 1. So the 1-1. And this one in the zone on the inside frame this time. So a couple watched and get some encouragement from the fans to swing at the next one he likes. So here comes the 1-2, and he does swing at it, and it's hit foul into the fence. And so now he's found a bit of rhythm. 6 on the mound for the Dodgers is a right-hander, and he will zip another one, and this one hit. It would have been a ball, but Jax took it for a ride. Third base. Throws, not in time, it's a pass ball. Here comes 12 on to 2, and he will likely hold there. He'll turn and look, and he will. And off the error, number 12's got 2 bases. So Beckham ball back up, draws a B in the sand, perhaps symbolic of his initial. And here comes the first pitch, and it's outside. Jackson will hold it too. A 1-0 start. From the stretch, and a step off, and they will try to throw it back, and got him. Got to slide back into that one, and caught him daydreaming a bit. The Dodgers stealing out. So 2 gone here in the bottom of 4. Dodgers been stingy, hadn't given anything up. And Beckham with a late decision to swing at the first pitch, which probably was the right one to swing at. The 0-1. Hit! And Beckham drives one to center field. And the center fielder moves on it and has the final out of the inning. How about the play? That's fine baseball. A good shot to center and good movement from center field. And a little congratulations from each of them. Good sportsmanship. We hold 11-7 as we go to the 5th inning. So top of 5, Ethan up. Dodgers down, but certainly not out as they're within the striking distance, just a 4-run differential. Theo stays on the mound and delivers the first one. Hit right down first base. The ball dies on the ground, and Levi picks it up for the first out. And it looked like it hit something and kind of made a splash, but the field's dry. Next batter, Patrick on the back of the hat. The right-hander, and he will watch strike 1 come through, taken. An 0-1 start, and this one thrown low and away. 1-1 stretch. In the zone for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and got him to swing. It's dropped third. Elliott will throw down to Levi, and made. Caught it off the bounce, so scary for a minute for the Braves defense, but they've recorded both outs of the inning over on first base. So Braves just needing 1 more out. Number 3, or excuse me, 3 on the hat, 4 on the jersey. Watches ball 1. A 1-0 start here. And this one in the zone, swung at as well, strike 1. The 1-1 from the stretch from Theo. Swung at and couldn't find it. The ball was dropping, a bit of a parabola. A 1-2 count. Braves looking for the final strike and possibly of the ball game, as I think time is awful close. And they got it there, and I don't know that they're playing it, they won't. And the Braves advance, and they'll play the winner of the Yankees or the Royals on Saturday. We'll see you guys then.
You ripped it. Hey, momentum change. Momentum change, boys. Hey, let's keep it up. Keep up the good work. Let's keep grinding. We got batting practice tomorrow. 6 o'clock, boys. Keep grinding. Really happy. Hey, let's go. Clap it up. Clap it up. What you got, Bowman? Guys, another heart attack. Waited.